Queensbury,
The biggest fights.
and the biggest nights.
Home of champions.
The home of knockouts.
There's no way back from this!
The home of the future.
And this is
The
it!
global home of boxing.
Queensbury, exclusively on design.
This is Umar for BoxNation, and I've just spoken to David Adeleye off camera at Ringside, and you had William Scull up.
Yeah, I did. I'll be honest. Just don't think Canelo did enough to nick the rounds.
Really? Because I didn't think William Scull provided that much.
He didn't, but I think when the shots were getting thrown, I think when the shots were being thrown, Scull landed more, threw a bit more. I think Canelo landed more meaningful. Have a good one. Stay blessed. I think Scull landed more meaningful shots. Sorry, Canelo landed more meaningful shots, but I think obviously the majority of the pace was at Skull's pace. And so yeah, I had Canelo winning.
Scull winning. Yeah. Okay, so we just see
Sorry,
Canelo.
mate, I ain't slept and it's late, so my mind's all over the place.
It's mad. We were just watching Canelo at 8 a.m.
Man,
It's crazy.
I've been up over
Boxing's a weird
24
sport.
hours.
We just saw Canelo and Crawford face off. So going off that, who have you got in September?
Initially, I had Canelo winning because of the size difference and the advantage he had. But when I just saw them in the ring together, they looked like they was more or less the same size. I think
Canelo's thick though, isn't he?
He is, but I think Terence Crawford, his skill sets and his IQ is at a much higher level than William Scull's is. William Scull could last the 12 rounds. Crawford could definitely last 12 rounds, and I think the 12 rounds won't be the same. It could be at a faster pace. I do think Canelo's obviously going to have to put his foot down on the gas, use a lot more in his arsenal to get the job done. But that fight there is real 50-50. I genuinely don't know. Before, I was leaning a bit more to Canelo, but yeah, I just don't know anymore.
Okay. What were your honest thoughts on Bakole-Ajagba?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, we got into the stadium as that fight was literally just finished. So, yeah, I didn't actually get to see it. So I'll go home, watch it back.
Did you hear much about it? Or?
I did hear about it, though. I did hear.
Yeah, I thought there was a clear winner in that, to be honest.
I heard. I did hear that. So that's interesting to see.
I thought Ajagba won quite wide.
Yeah, I did hear that. So that's interesting. But I didn't actually see it, so I'll go home, watch it back, see what everyone else saw. But I think it's good when you watch fights inside the stadium as well, because obviously you don't listen to the commentators, you don't hear a lot of things, so you can have your own sort of idea and perception on who you think is winning. When you watch things back online and you listen to the commentary, sometimes you can get persuaded without even knowing it. So it would have been good to watch it live in the stadium, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. We can go and watch it back. That's what the TV's there for.
Anyways, what's the latest with you?
I have no idea. You tell me.
I don't know if I can say that on camera, but we should be getting an announcement fairly soon.
That'll be nice, man. That'll be very nice. Nice, man. I don't know who it could be.
I don't want to really say much more, but we'll speak at your announcement press conference.
That's
Let's
no
put it that way.
doubt. Yeah, man, that'll be good. How have you been?
I've been good, thank you.
What did you think of the card today? Talk to me. I got questions for you. What did you think?
What did I think of the card today? So normally when I'm at these cards, it's very UK based.
Yeah.
So it was different for me because it was more Mexican based. Probably, to be honest, a little bit less work. Normally I'm like running around like a madman.
Yeah.
Because it's from the start, the undercard, it's just like high level British fighter right throughout. So it's a bit more chilled, but I've just come off Eubank, Ben, Usyk, Dubois, press stuff. Let's talk about that.
Talk to me. Good fight. You're going to ask me who do I think is going to win it? I think it'll be a harder fight for Usyk this time around, but I still see Usyk doing it because he kind of knows the pressure that Dubois is going to bring, punch power Dubois is going to bring. He knows what happened in the first fight when he got hit downstairs.
This is a different Daniel Dubois, though.
It is a different Daniel Dubois. It is, and his mindset is way stronger now, and I think sometimes your mindset is all you need to do to change. It's all you need to change, You don't really need to change your physical attributes. You just got to change the mental. But I think Usyk's just one of them one-in-a-lifetime fighters, generational fighter. You know, yeah, it's easy to prepare for Dubois because you know what he's bringing, if that makes sense. It's harder to prepare for Usyk because of the style he has, what he's going to bring, what he's thinking. I think it's going to be a good fight, though. Definitely going to be a good fight for the public.
Was it a low blow or not?
It didn't look like a low blow to me. Look, it was on the button. It was on the verge. Usyk did the right thing, took his time, recovered, got back up. What did they say? It was 3 minutes, 45 seconds. 3:46.
Yeah, but actually what Frank kind of gets the hump about is that Usyk was getting up, I think after maybe 2.5, 3, and the referee, which he shouldn't have done, said take more time. That's what Frank really was angry about on that night in Poland.
Makes sense. Yeah. And if you ask me again, I think if the referee started counting, Usyk would have got up. Uses his experience and his ring IQ to survive and do what he had to do. But look, things turn out the way they turn out, and we don't know how it would have turned out if he did get up. But we've got a rematch to see what he's going to do now.
All I know is that heavyweight boxing in the UK is booming.
It is. I think the majority of the heavyweights are here, right?
Wardley Hooney, thoughts?
Good fight. I think that's going to be a fan-friendly fight.
Have you sparred Hooney or not?
I haven't. I think if you ask my opinion on who's going to win that, I'd say I give Hooney winning the early rounds, and I think Woodley will come out and stop him. Okay. But you never know. It's heavyweight boxing, right? So it's going to be a good fight, though.
All right, listen, David, appreciate the time. I think everyone needs a bit of sleep.
Man,
are you going back to Dubai? Or?
No, I'm going home. Back to the UK.
Okay. Well, listen, safe travels, and I'll see you very soon, I think.
Oh, you definitely will. Wow, you must know more than I do.
I might see you in North London, let's put it that way.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you,
easy,
bro.
brother. Nice one.
Queensbury
The biggest fights.
and the biggest nights.
Home of champions.
The home of knockouts.
There's no way back from this.
The home of the future.
And this is
The
it.
global home of boxing.
Queensbury, exclusively on DAZN.